I got you guys. Come and sit down and shut the door. Black China has just exposed Kim Kardashian as being Kanye's savior and literally let us know that Bianca is sucking that man dry physically, metaphorically, and symbolically. On top of that, Azealia Banks just jumped into the chat and let us know that Virgil and Kanye were lovers. And on top of that, Elon. Y'all, let's get into this because one thing, about Azealia Banks. She might tell you a joke, but she is never going to tell you a lie. So where did this all start? Kanye revealed he blanked his cousin's blank in the wildest tweet to date. He said, "This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail in life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault and that I showed him these dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found on top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I blanked my cousin's blank till I was 14. Tweet sent." First of all, listen, Kanye doesn't need to be in a crazy mental, but he needs to be around people that actually like him, care about him, and respect him. Bianca has literally been nothing but a sponge and a siphon on Kanye. She feeds into his worst nature. Interestingly enough, and this is the real gag, okay? Tokyo Toni, okay? Tokyo Toni, she actually jumped in and she said, as much as y'all want to act like Bianca is his savior, baby, she ain't nothing but looking for a quick come up. And he should have never, ever broke up with Kim. I'll say one thing, right? This is what Toni said. Kim tried to help him. She cleared his debts. She loved you. Her mama got you the best doctors. You refused. This broke your marriage, and now the support system is gone. This is why he's spiraling. His yes men, and we can put Bianca in that thing, right? Put him against Kim because they did not want him to get help. They cannot take advantage of him if Kim is there. These people break your support system and then break you. Now, when I first read that, I was like, girl, but I will say this, right? I'm from the outside looking in. Tokyo Toni actually knows that family. She sees stuff. She's in the Hollywood circle. So again, she would know better than me whether Kim is his savior or not, and whether he really was spinning off. I really honestly don't know, but she would know better than me. But I do want to say this, right? This is actually really, really sad to watch him spiral and just say anything to get the attention back of the people, because people are literally ignoring him. He's acting like he's in the worst type of torture as he watches all his fame and clout go away. What does that mean, right? Like, listen, they said that, and this is another weird thing. Kanye made a song about being Malolo by his cousin, unless I'm reading it wrong, and he was the Malolo-er. Maybe this is some type of legal defense, because you know he got a lot of those Smex lawsuits around him, right? But at the end of the day, yeah, it's sad because Kanye was, I don't think people understand, or maybe you do, how huge he used to be, how huge. And the fact that everything he worked for, and he loves that fame, he's a monster for it, is slipping away, and he's becoming more and more irrelevant. And thanks to, it's almost like, in a weird way, him and Kim were golden, but Kim had her limits because she understood. And I'm not giving Kim a break because whatever, but Bianca is just like, they're sliding into a weird, dirty, pervy ninth dimension of hell that nobody cares about. And Bianca, as much as people are like, oh my God, what about her? She is happy to be around that man. She flies to see him. She's happy to be around that man. And she thinks she can go back to being famous. And again, the racism doesn't bother her. The anti-this doesn't bother her. The anti-blackness, none of this mess bothers her. The only thing that bothers her is that Kanye won't give her a kid, and on the fact of she's not famous enough to be on her own. Anyway, this is the real tea. Let's get into Azealia Banks. So Khalifa said, I guess today I spill story time. When Azealia took me to see Kanye, I said hi to a fellow artist backstage that I knew was closeted. We had chatted on Atom for Atom before. I guess that's a talk board for, if you're in the closet. 20 feet away, Kanye stopped and gave me a long, evil stare. I immediately knew I was talking to one of his pieces. Like, I never had someone try to burn a hole through me with their eyes like that. He wasn't even in the room. He stood outside the door and was looking at me like this for legit 45 seconds straight. Like even um not even blinking. So listen, Azealia Banks jumped into the chat, right? And say what you want about Azealia Banks. When she tells about stuff that actually happened, not her opinion of people or where they're at, but things that she actually knows firsthand that happens, she has never been caught lying. Listen to what Azealia said. Kanye and Virgil were lovers. Elon definitely got some head off from Kanye off that ketamine. Kanye is in one of them Diddy tapes. Jay-Z was like, no homo. Trump was like, no homo. Travis was like, no homo. Drake was like, no thank you. Amber hit him with the strap. Kim thought she could, but vomited on his back and started crying. Chris yelled, cut. Azealia Banks is a mess. What do y'all think about this? Like, this is actually really, really huge. I will say this, Kanye is spiraling. I don't think that because you are acting a little crazy or being self-destructive, that is a right for people to institutionalize you. Because once you're in that system, we saw from Wendy Williams, you don't get out. But do you believe what Toni is saying? And what Azealia Banks has kind of hinted out, that as whatever was going on with Kim and Kanye, she was really down for the relationship and down for him. And if that is the case, can you please go get Kanye? Because Kim hasn't been right really since Kanye left. She's lost a little bit of that glimmer, even though living with this man can't be easy. Kanye has been all the way off. But you know the first sign that something wasn't right with Bianca? And when I say Bianca, I'm not saying she's in charge. I'm saying that like that relationship and he wasn't all the way right and he wasn't as happy as he seems and this wasn't a love story. It's when I saw him walking around Italy and his feet were barefoot and ashy and cracked and craven. And so were the back of his elbows and so was his face. And he had his ashy face up taking a lick of ice cream. And I said, you ain't right in your heart, because ain't no black man raised in Chicago walking around anywhere without putting some cocoa butter, Nivea, Vaseline, Aquaphor, whatever on his feet, arms, at least on everything that's exposed. I'm just saying. So where does this leave Kanye? Well, honestly, he's going to lose all his money. He got a lot of lawsuits coming up. Things are not looking good for him. But you know what? This is what he wanted. Kanye doesn't want people around him that cares about. He likes users. He likes transactional people. He likes the way that maybe he can talk to Bianca crazy and she comes back because at the end of the day, she wants something. She wants that fame. But at the end of the day, this is sad. Kanye is seeing his own legend slip through his fingers and there is zero he can do about it. In the current state, you want my opinion? The way he can come out, shut your dumb ass up and go make some beats. I'm not disrespecting what happened with him and his cousin. Someone figured out who is the actual person that was Malolo and who was the Mololoer. But at the end of the day, because I'm trying to think when the age, I don't know. So let's leave that off the table. It's the fact that Kanye is crying out for attention. And the one thing he needs, the one thing he craves, the one thing that he thought will always be his, he has no more access to. Get into the studio, make music, make a reality TV show, put that on Instagram, put that on YouTube, show people, get a videographer to follow you around and not for a documentary. Show the real you that even when you're insane, you are still amusing and still oddly lovable to the masses. Kanye's going about this all right. Stop parading Bianca around naked. You're trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. We live in a society of clothes. You're never going to make clothes completely go away. Focus on making some hits. Raise the price of Yeezy shit to $60. No matter what it is, it's $60. That way you will triple the money you make. $60 is a fair price. It actually adds value to it. Again, funny thing is, by making those shirts for $20, that is pretty much saying what the Chinese said, that all that stuff is made in China. Hook up with those Chinese billionaires. Hook up with the Saudi billionaires. Hook up with those overseas money. Come back. do a tour. Get some creative direction and artists in China to help make your tour. Go on tour. If you can't go on tour, start doing the JT route and playing smaller venues and letting people come out. Literally build up who you are and put some goddamn clothes on that woman. As a matter of fact, get rid of the white supremacy. Kanye, white supremacy will never be a brand you can go in because you are black. You're black. You're blackity black. Sorry, you're blackity black. Stop it with this nonsense. Just come on. Come on. You got 5 to 10 business days. Let's pull it together. Anyway, y'all, what y'all think, especially about the Kanye Elon stuff? Virgil, may he rest in peace. But what y'all think about the Kanye Elon stuff? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.